Ever catch someone's eye across the room and you just start wondering, are they looking at me?
Oh, yeah.
It's such a classic scenario.
It is.
And today we are diving deep into some advice on how to decode those glances and maybe even turn a fleeting moment into a connection.
Right. You know, it's interesting how much emphasis is placed on this nonverbal communication these days.
Oh, totally.
Especially when it comes to dating and attraction.
Yeah, absolutely. This source material we're looking at today, it really dives into those subtle cues, like whether to hold a gaze or look away. Things that can make all the difference in those first few seconds of an interaction.
Right, and it's fascinating because on the one hand, you have this natural instinct to like protect yourself.
Yeah.
And looking away can almost feel like a reflex.
Totally, like, don't notice me, don't notice me.
Exactly. But this advice actually encourages us to fight that urge.
Oh, wow.
And instead, embrace the eye contact. The author is arguing that averting your gaze can actually be misconstrued as disinterest or even discomfort.
Yeah.
Which is not the impression that you want to make if you're hoping to spark a connection.
Totally. So, boldness over bashfulness.
I like it.
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
But how do you walk that line between, confidently holding someone's gaze and accidentally staring them down?
Yeah, it's all about finding that sweet spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
This source actually mentions that a subtle smile can work wonders in this situation.
Okay.
And I don't mean like a creepy, overeager grin.
Yeah.
But just a genuine like, hey, I see you kind of smile.
Okay, so eye contact check.
Check.
Genuine non-creepy smile check.
Check.
But what if you're not even sure if she's looking at you? I mean, have you ever been in a crowded room and like completely misread a situation?
Oh yeah.
Because I have.
For sure. The source actually addresses this by highlighting the importance of multiple glances.
Okay.
So like a single look could be anything. Yeah. She might be admiring the artwork on the wall or wondering if they have decaf.
Or thinking about that extra shot of espresso.
Exactly.
Definitely not admiring your soulful eyes.
Precisely. But if she keeps looking back, that's a much stronger indicator of genuine interest.
Okay.
So it's that repeated eye contact that really elevates it beyond just a fleeting glance.
So pay attention to the frequency, not just the initial look.
Exactly.
Okay. This is where I think things can go sideways.
Okay.
The nodding.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, I'm not the only one who defaults to an awkward head bob when they're nervous.
Oh, absolutely. You're not alone.
Okay.
But the author brings up a really interesting point about how, in this specific context, nodding can actually be misinterpreted.
Misinterpreted how? I always thought it was like a safe bet, like a polite acknowledgement.
It can be in other situations.
Okay.
But here it might actually come across as lacking confidence.
Oh.
Even a little submissive.
Submissive.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I've been doing it all wrong. Well, the intention doesn't always match the impact, unfortunately.
Right.
Like, think about it. You're trying to project confidence.
Yeah.
But an overly eager nod could unintentionally undermine that.
Okay, so ditch the nod. Got it. But what do you do instead?
Yeah.
Just stand there like a deer in headlights?
No. That's where that quiet confidence that we talked about comes in.
Okay.
Right? The source kind of suggests that instead of nodding, just meet her gaze, briefly acknowledge her presence, and then continue about your business.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's about that quiet acknowledgement.
Right.
Like, I see you, I'm open to this, but not forcing it.
Exactly. It's a delicate balance between putting yourself out there and maintaining a sense of composure.
Yeah.
And that actually ties into the final point the source makes, which is all about ego.
Okay, ego? This feels like it could be a potential minefield.
Oh, it definitely can be. You want to be confident.
But you also don't want to let your ego sabotage things before they even have a chance to get started.
Right.
The author points out that societal norms often mean that women might hesitate to make the first move, even if they are interested.
Okay, so expecting her to walk up and start a conversation might not be the most realistic strategy.
Precisely. And that's where this advice goes beyond just deciphering a look.
Oh, okay.
It's about social intelligence. It's about understanding those unspoken dynamics and realizing that sometimes taking the initiative in a respectful and appropriate way, of course, can be incredibly attractive.
So ditch the ego, embrace the initiative.
Yeah.
But what does that look like in practice? Because maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
But like suddenly marching over and saying, hey, I saw you looking at me.
Yeah.
Feels a tad aggressive.
A little too forward, perhaps? The beauty of this advice is that it encourages a more nuanced approach.
Okay.
Right. So think casual, friendly context appropriate.
Yeah.
If you're at a cafe, maybe strike up a conversation about the coffee.
Okay.
At a bookstore, ask for a recommendation.
Right.
It's about creating a natural opening for interaction.
So instead of getting caught in that spiral of, what if she doesn't like me? Or what if I'm misreading the situation?
Yeah.
The source is encouraging a more proactive approach.
Exactly, by taking that leap of faith.
Right.
And again, it's a leap. So kudos to anyone who puts themselves out there.
Yeah.
You're demonstrating confidence, social awareness, and genuine interest.
Okay.
And those qualities, those are attractive no matter the scenario.
What I love about this is that it's so much bigger than just trying to figure out if someone finds you attractive.
Right.
It's about cultivating these core social skills that can really benefit you in all areas of life.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Whether you're navigating the dating scene, a networking event, even just making new friends.
Right.
That ability to project confidence,
Right.
read subtle cues, and take initiative,
Yeah.
it's invaluable.
It's like that saying, confidence is attractive. Yeah.
But this is like, it takes it a step further and gives you those actionable steps to actually be more confident.
Yes. And I think what's really powerful here is that emphasis on social intelligence.
Yeah.
It's not just about broadcasting your interests to the world.
Right.
It's about really understanding the nuances of the situation.
Yeah.
And then responding accordingly.
It's almost like this advice is giving you permission to step outside of your comfort zone.
It is.
But in a way that feels empowering, not terrifying.
Exactly. And it's funny because while this source focuses on a romantic scenario,
Yeah.
right? I can see these principles applying to so many other areas of life.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine being at a networking event and you just feel that wave of awkwardness wash over you.
Yeah.
This advice just takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
It says, hey, it's okay to make the first move. In fact, it shows initiative.
Exactly. Or even in a work setting, having the confidence to voice your ideas, to make eye contact during a presentation.
All of those things can make a real impact.
It all comes back to that idea of social intelligence, doesn't it?
It does.
Understanding the situation, reading those subtle cues, and then having the confidence to act. Who knew we could learn so much from a simple stare?
It's amazing, isn't it? These seemingly small moments of human interaction.
Yeah.
It can actually reveal so much about ourselves
Cool.
and the way that we navigate the world.
So to our listener, the next time that you find yourself caught in that "is she checking me out" moment, remember those key takeaways.
Yes.
Embrace the eye contact, ditch the nervous nod, and don't be afraid to make that first move.
Absolutely. And perhaps even more importantly, remember that those same principles of confidence, social awareness, and initiative, those can be applied to so many areas of your life.
It's about being open to those new connections, new experiences, and ultimately new possibilities.
And who knows? It all might just start with a look.
That's right. Until next time.